So here there are lifespan of various organisms. First is mayfly. It lives around 1 day. Butterfly for 1 to 2 weeks. Crow for 15 years. Crocodile for 60 years. Man for 100 years. And parrot for 140 years. Wheat plant for 6 months. Tortoise for 100 to 150 years. And banyan tree around 200 years. So here types of reproduction. There are two types of reproduction. One is asexual and second is sexual. In asexual, a single parent is involved, and in sexual, two parents are there. One is male and female. In asexual, there is no fusion of gametes, but in sexual, there is a fusion of gametes. In asexual, it involves mitotic division. In mitotic division, parent cell जो है that divide to produce two identical daughter cells, and sexual it involves meiosis. In meiosis, parent cell divide into four daughter cells, each with half of the number of chromosomes. In asexual, individuals are genetically identical; they are cloned to each other, and sexual individuals show variation in the offspring. Modes of asexual reproduction are fission. There are two types of fission, binary fission and multiple fission, budding, spore formation, vegetative propagation. So example of binary fission is amoeba. Here is parent cell is shown, and then its nucleus get divided, then cytoplasm get divided, and then two daughter cells are formed. मल्टीपल फिजन का एग्जांपल हो गया एंटामीबा. इसमें पहले न्यूक्लियस डिवाइड होगा एंड देन देयर विल बी साइटोकाइनेसिस जिसमें साइटोप्लाज्म डिवाइड होगा. बडिंग का एग्जांपल हो गया हाइड्रा एंड इज आल्सो एग्जांपल ऑफ बडिंग. स्पोर फॉर्मेशन एग्जांपल इज फंजाई. Asexual reproductive structures. Motile microscopic zoospores in Chlamydomonas, Conidia in Penicillium, birds in Hydra, zimmules in sponges. Vegetative propagation. Runner in oxalis, sucker in mint, tuber in potato, offset in water hyacinth and pistia, bulb in onion and garlic, rhizome in ginger, and bulbil in agave, leaf buds in bryophyllum. Here diagram are shown. Stem tuber in potato, and here is the leaf, ginger. Now sexual reproduction. Pre-fertilization are the events that occur before the fertilization, that are gametogenesis and gamete transfer. Here is fertilization, and then post-fertilization are the events that occur after the fertilization or symphysis. So now pre-fertilization changes. First is gametogenesis. It is a process of formation of haploid male or female gametes. Gametes may be homogametes and heterogametes. Heterogametes में male gamete को बोलेंगे sperm and female gamete will be called as ovum. If the parent body's haploid gametes are formed by mitosis, तो diploid जो gametes है that will be formed by meiosis. And organism may be monoecious and dioecious. So in monoecious एक ही इंडिविजुअल में जो है मेल और फीमेल दोनों प्रेजेंट होंगे, रिप्रोडक्टिव ऑर्गन्स प्रेजेंट होंगे. और इन डायसियस फीमेल एंड मेल रिप्रोडक्टिव ऑर्गन will be present in separate individuals. Now gamete transfer is fusion of male and female gamete is called as fertilization. So male and female जो है they must be both together. In some organisms gametes जो है वो motile होंगे, means motile in algae. Motile means they can move, but in some cases male gamete जो है is motile whereas female is not. Example is a human being. Now algae, bryophyte and pteridophyte need water as a medium for a gamete transfer. Now pollination जो है that is a method of gamete transfer in higher plants, as pollen grain contain male gametes. Number of male gametes जो है that is greater than that of male gametes because there is loss of male gametes during the transfer or pollination. In dioecious animals there is special mechanism of gamete transfer. Syngamy and fertilization. इसमें क्या होगा? It results in the formation of different zygote. Zygote बनेगा. Uh, yeah, in some animals like rotifers, honeybees, some lizards and birds, female gametes जो है that develop into organism without fertilization. अगर कोई process होगी without fertilization, जो है organism या offspring जो है वो हो जाएंगे without fertilization. So that process is called as parthenogenesis. Now, the event after zygote formation are called as post-fertilization events. Zygote development depends on the type of life cycle of an organism and the environment it is exposed to. In algae and fungi, it develops a thick wall around it to resist desiccation and damage and under a period of days. Organism showing haplontic life cycle, zygote undergoes meiosis और diplontic life cycle में zygote undergoes mitosis. Zygote develop into the embryo. Now embryogenesis is the process of formation of embryo, involves cell division, cell enlargement or growth and cell differentiation. Oviparous animals होंगे, zygote develop occur outside the female body. जायगोट का जो डेवलपमेंट है वो आउटसाइड फीमेल की जो बॉडी है उससे बाहर होगा. दे आर एग लेइंग. एग्जांपल इज रेप्टाइल्स एंड बर्ड्स. बट इन विविपेरस zygote जो है that will develop inside the female body and they give birth to the young ones. An example is mammals, and in human beings are also viviparous and sexual. In plants, zygote is formed inside ovule where it develops into embryo. Ovule जो है वो seed में convert हो जाएगा and जो ovary है that will become converted into fruit. Germination of seed produce new plants. Now types of fertilization: external fertilization and internal fertilization. In external fertilization, या syngamy occur outside of the body of organism, and in internal fertilization, syngamy occurs inside the body of an organism. External fertilization में large number of gametes are released into surrounding medium. Example is bony fish or amphibians. But in internal fertilization, number of ovar layers but large number of male gametes are formed. Example is birds, mammals and earthworm. Now type of animals: oviparous, जिसमें एम्ब्रियो का जो जाइगोट का जो डेवलपमेंट है वो इनसाइड फीमेल की बॉडी के अंदर होता है, बाहर होता है. बट जो विविपेरस है they give birth to the young ones. Here in oviparous, eggs have calcareous shell to protect from harsh environment, but in viviparous, no shell is there. They are protected inside the mother's body. So here examples of oviparous animals are given: ostrich, hummingbird, snakes, fish, chicken, and birds.